This is Bill and Deb North of the Florida Weekend Warriors, and this weekend's adventure, we are heading to Silver Glen Springs. It's in the Ocala National Forest. We got the paddle boards on top of the truck. We are loaded up and ready to go. We're staying at Salt Springs Recreation Area. It's got full hookups. Can't wait to get there. Hopefully we get into Silver Glen, because last time we were 2 cars short for making it in. Once the parking lot's full, they don't let anyone else in. We waited there for an hour and a half for someone to leave, and no one left, so we'll see you there. See ya. See ya. No alcohol, no tying to shore, no metal detectors, no artifacts, no storage of vessels, and no scuba diving. But other than that, have a good time. I guess we're near an Air Force base. Look at it, Deb. An alligator. Yeah. Holy smokes. There he goes. We have arrived. Well, here's our campsite. We had quite the storm last night, so we didn't do any filming, but we probably should have, because we had all these severe weather warnings. But this is a beautiful park. Here's the back of our campsite. Deb's gonna go up on the roof because you can see the tree branches that bounced off the top of the roof. So she's gonna see if there's any damage up there. We got full hookups, and here's some more branches that landed over here. Yeah. We even have sewer. But you can see the rig just barely fits in this site, and we're kind of hanging off the back end of it. See it? What do you see up there?
A couple branches on top of the...
Make sure there's no holes. Finally quit raining. We're gonna head to Silver Glen Springs. It's about 17 miles down the road. We'll see you when we get there. Hopefully we get in. Should. The weather hasn't been the greatest, but it finally quit raining, so we should have a good time. Got our site cleaned up from all the storm last night, and we are ready to go.
You gotta stop at the pay station.
We got in, look at the parking lot. Nobody's here today. The forecast was for 70% chance of rain all day, and you can see the sun's out. Got some changing rooms, cooler check, no beers. Can't believe it was $26 to get in for the 2 of us. Oh wow, there's a trail. This goes down to the water. Sign over there says swimming access. Here we go. There's the lunch. This way? Picnic area. You can't bring your own grill, but they got grills. Oh, the lunch is this way. Look at the people that spent the night in the same rafted out there.
Yeah.
Looks. Oh, there's a launch down there. See the paddle boards?
Yeah, we'll go down there first.
You can see the water coming out of the blue hole over there.
Lake George.
Oh, yeah. Super cool looking.
Lake George is only like 10 foot deep throughout the whole lake. Some areas.
So the attendant at the ramp said to check out the sand springs. Said it's really nice. There's a trail to it. You just follow it around here and there's a sign. Think we can find it, Deb?
I hope so.
There's the water coming out of the hole. That must be the sign he's talking about. See it down there on the tree? He promised it wasn't a far walk, so we'll see. It's just beautiful though. Look at the trees. Look at all the moss growing on all the trees. Well, trail seems to keep going. It's a little creek.
Oh my god!
It says no swimming. Oh. Oh yeah. It's bubbling up in the sand. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera though. Light's kind of hitting it funny. Look at the minnows in the very top.
Look at how it's bubbling right there.
Says no swimming. Oh well. Debbie's gonna try to get closer. It's an electric oven. Oh man. Got a microwave. What do you think, Deb? How clear it is. This is the backside of that bubbling creek.
Pretty shallow though. I was hitting bottom.
How far up in there did you go?
Not very far. I was hitting right up where that turtle is.
Did you try to paddle?
No.
Oh, all right. Dock Talk, episode 1. Starting in Memorial Day, you have to have a reserved parking spot online to get into the park. So you can't just show up at the gate. And they do that because there's only so much parking back in there. So I don't know how they do it, but I'll take a picture of the sign with the website when we leave. Look how shallow it is here. Let's see if I can see Mr. Turtle. At first I thought this was a turtle bar. Now I think it's a gator bar. We are close to Gainesville, aren't we? Look at him, Deb. An alligator. Yeah. No, he's not that big, but for a swimming area, I'm sure.
Oh, I see it now. He blended into the tree. I didn't see him.
Yeah. Holy smokes. There he goes. Beautiful cypress trees. It's huge. I wonder if there's more alligators in here. I bet there is. Fish, let me know what it is. That over there is a private club. Uh-oh. Turtles are taking off. It's amazing how the water's clear all the way out to the mouth. You can see the water changes color just outside this island. Is there? This thing's just tied to a tree. What island? Oh yeah. He's all in the bushes. Maybe he ran out of gas. Looks deep here though. I don't know. That's an old boat. I wonder if the back anchor broke loose and just swung in there. There's a houseboat way over there. Way out there. No alcohol, no tying to shore, no metal detectors, no artifacts, no storage of vessels, and no scuba diving. But other than that, have a good time. What's he doing? I guess we're near an Air Force base. Or they're gonna come back. He was so... He flew right over my head. I actually saw him before I heard it, but I had the GoPro off. Oh, he flew right over my head. He was literally like 300 feet above me.
Was it a 2 jets or just one?
It was 2. It was over top of me before I could hear it. They were going faster than the speed of sound.
Is there a base around?
There he is. I got the second one right over my head.
Beautiful piece of driftwood on this little island at the mouth of the river.
On this little island, decided for a lunch break. Miss Deb's making some sandwiches. There's a rope string right here. There's that boat tied to the tree. Sun finally came out. It's a beautiful day now. Lake George. The Air Force finally left. This is a great lunch spot. I can see people spending the night here too. So these fires are here. Leftover fires. Look at these funny snail shells. They're all over the place. We got music going, so we can't play it for too long. There's an electric oven. It's probably gas. It's amazing how shallow it is here. Foot deep or so. You see the water bubbling up over there? The great thing about Silver Glen Springs is it's always nice and blue. Today's a cloudy day. If the sun was out, the water would be even bluer. There's not as many fish in this spring as some of the other springs in Florida, but it's still a gorgeous spring. There's a tremendous amount of water that comes out of the spring hole. It's very hard to swim against. We did not bring any fins, and we really wish we would have. Also, the spring is way deeper than it looks. It's really hard to get down to the bottom. Surrounding the springs is this really shallow sandbar. It's a really great place to take kids. There's also a handicap ramp to go right down into the water if someone's in a wheelchair. On the weekends, hundreds of boaters come into the spring area, just anchor up, raft off, and have a great big party. The spring is so popular that there just gets to be too many people here. So what's new, starting after Memorial Day, on weekends and holidays, you're going to have to go online. I think it's reserveocala.com and reserve a parking spot, because there's only about 50 or 60 car spots that can park in the spring. There's an adjacent parking lot nearby, but they have it closed off, I think because it gets to be too many people here. Today was a Friday, and we had absolutely no trouble getting in here, especially because the weather forecast wasn't so good either.
We really did enjoy our time at Silver Glen. One of the big things is the price. It was one of the big things that we did not like. There is a $25 fee to get into Silver Glen. The bad thing is you have to take your kayaks downstairs. There is not really a kayak or paddleboard launch. The other thing is all the derelict boats. They're selling food, they're selling ice cream, and the problem is they take away from how pretty the springs are. Now they are right outside the springs. The other thing is when we paddled all the way down to the lake, so it was very, very nice, beautiful paddling. And the other thing is we took a little day trip to Rodman Dam, and that was really enjoyable. There is a campground at Rodman Dam, and we are going to make a future plan to go there. There were sites that were right on the canal. Now it does specify that you cannot fish from there, but looks like it would be a beautiful place to camp. So we are going to put that on our list to go there in a future adventure. So this is Bill and Deb North of the Florida Weekend Warriors. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we will see you on our next adventure. See ya!